Endgames with minor pieces, and we're talking about multiple minor pieces, are my favorite. Why? Because I really like attacking. And these endgames, together with the endgames when there are queens on the board, naturally queen endgames, are usually do abound of tactical opportunities. Let's talk about the position on the board now. White's gotten two far advanced pawns, connected pass pawns, strong knight, a beautiful king, and a bishop that's kind of waiting in the background, getting ready to evolve to join the battle at any appropriate time. This is a great idea, but unfortunately we can see that Black's king is up to take those pawns one after another at the right time. He can't do it because of the knight e7 now. Obviously he's going to win his bishop. And I suppose he's planning to remove the bishop on h4, regroup, and after all take those pawns. Is there any way how White can use the momentum here in the advanced pawns and pieces to stop this? Or perhaps that endgame is difficult to save. Of course, there is a solution to the problem, and that's bishop g5. Bishop g5 check is great, as the king still can't take on f5, because after knight e7, king takes g5, and knight takes g8, White is supposed to win. What happens actually after that is that as a result of knight takes to the g8, Black may take on the g6, but this wouldn't really help his endgame, because the knight can come down, take the d5, and then we easily can hold the a4 pawn, so White can take it in return to capture the other one. The thing is that Black has a pretty big problem, and the bishop g5 check is something huge. The trouble is, okay, what if Black takes the bishop? Most people would be scared because of that. And yet, if we eliminate the king, we can certainly do knight e7. Now, king f6 will lead to the same position that we saw before, even in a better order for White. And I have to admit that given that situation, of course, Black's completely unable to defend. King e7, knight e7, pawn a4, and knight takes g8. King takes f5, and now we have a return point at e7, from where essentially after knight e7 and knight takes d5, we're just in perfect condition to hold these two pawns and collect them one after another. The beauty of this example is really the move of bishop g5, and often a move like that can be found if you really pause and consider different candidates. Even if there are some impossible move candidates, as long as they're forcing and more immediate, you can include them in the list. If you think about a few different move candidates, that's how you make sure that you don't miss the possibility to even consider bishop g5. If you consider it once, I believe you'll easily find the follow-up. The problem with most players is that they don't even see or consider those moves. That's why you need the candidate moves list at any critical point or where you believe that tactics should exist.